Hey folks, and welcome to another solo play. Today I'm going to be doing Professor Evil in the Citadel of Time. Now this isn't really a solo game, it's a co-op game, but I'm just going to play as two players, so it's a solo game. Now for those not familiar with the game, I'm obviously not going to fully teach it to you, but I will talk through what I'm doing. The game itself is simple. We're trying to liberate these treasures from Professor Evil before he locks down 4 of them. We want to try to save 4 of them. We've got a little clock thing running here that's going to try to take the treasures from us, and we'll be moving around. We've got some player abilities, and at the end of each player's turn, the professor will be reacting. Diving right in, I've already set up the board. About half of the traps are active. There are 3 treasures currently available. I'm looking at the golden idol that's in the entrance hall. I've got the Ark of the Covenant that is over in the vault, and I have the Hope diamond in the greenhouse. The professor's in the laboratory, and we are currently outside waiting to break in. The characters that I'm going to be playing today are going to be Irene Elder, the Queen of Time, and Destiny Bradshaw, who is the Mistress of Randomness. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to start with Destiny. We're going to flip over 2 cards. You get 3 actions on a turn, and then you have to use one of your cards. So the actions I can do is I can move, I can unlock doors, I can deactivate traps. The traps need to be deactivated in order to do things. Now looking at this right away, we look pretty set to get this idol because it only had a 30-minute timer, so it's here, and we don't want that to get it. It only has saws, and one of the saws is currently on, but one of them is off. So if we get lucky here. Now the professor will be turning traps back on and relocking doors. So with Destiny here, I'm going to come in this window for action 1. Action 2, I think I'm going to flip over the saw. That does make things makes this now there. The action 3 is I'm going to unlock this door. That'll allow our other character to get in there. And then I'm going to do this action here, which is before you roll the dice for the professor, choose the color of the die. I would like the professor to move that way, so I'm going to choose that the color is going to be blue, and then I will roll these other 2 dice. That was not good, but we should be fine. So this is going to move this forward by 1. It can go 1 or 2 on that die. This is not going to move the professor. Instead, it's going to move this blue one, because we chose blue, back by 10 minutes. All right, these 2 cards are discarded for Destiny. And now Irene will go. Again, we're going to flip over 2 cards, see what we get. Move 1 counterclockwise to take an extra action. Move 1 treasure clockwise, 10 minutes. Well, this one, I could move this and be fine because we know we're going to get the treasure, and I would actually get an extra action. I'm not sure if I need that extra action, whereas this one would allow us to move one of these further. You know, I'm going to do that one, and looking out there, it looks like the Ark is probably going to be the hardest one. So for us, I'm going to move it 10. So that will finish out her cards. And then she will go action 1, action 2, and we will retrieve the golden idol. What luck, right away. So that will go over here into our saved treasures. Now what happens is I need to get a new treasure out. So we draw a card, and we see that it's going to be in the trophy room. And it is going to be the Antikythera mechanism at a 50-minute timer. So that's going to go in the trophy room, of which, if you look on these cards, it actually tells you where things are. So the trophy room is over here. It's going to get 50 minutes from this position. So that's going to put it here. And we will mark that here. So now we are 1 step closer to victory. So I'm going to go ahead and roll for the professor. We still don't have the professor moving. This is going to move forward 1, and green is going to go back 5 minutes. All right, now we are back to Destiny. Destiny here. Professor cannot walk around the castle, but he can use secret passages, or we can do this one to unlock doors. I did forget to do something. When we did this, both of these saws became active again. Alright, so what we need here for the arc, we need all of the locks. For this, we need all of the locks and the cameras. This, we need cameras and lasers. I kind of like going for the Hope Diamond. It looks like we have a laser off, a laser on. Oh, actually, we should have turned that saw on too. Good thing it was already off. All right, so we have a laser off, a laser on. So this laser needs to come off. And then the cameras. We have a camera off here and a camera on here. So we need to get these two done. So I think what she's going to do, this one allows us to do things. You know, we're going to attempt this card. This one says if we do a blue, we get to unlock 2 doors anywhere in the castle. For a green, we will flip 1 switch off anywhere in the castle, which would be nice. But on a red, we have to resolve the dice for the professor twice at the end of the turn. So let's hope for no red. And we get green, which means we get to flip 1 switch off anywhere. We will flip off that camera. So we will pop that card over there. Now she's going to move 1. We're going to unlock this door and go 2. And now we're going to roll for the professor. We are going to advance this by 1, which is going to be significant. And actually, let's do that right now, because we get to decide one character at the table to flip over to get their special. If we flip over Irene here, that means before you take actions, you may always unlock 1 door anywhere in the castle. That's pretty nice. In addition, on your turn, you may flip this tile and move 1 treasure marker counterclockwise 15 minutes to take 3 extra actions. It's not terrible. Whenever you roll the die for the professor, you may re-roll 1 die once. In addition, on your turn, you may flip this to roll. You know what? I think we're going to go with Destiny's card here. All right, now we need to resolve the professor. He's going to move 3 spots on green, and there's little doormats. Again, keep in mind he's going to be turning things on. So he's going to go into this room for 1. He's going to, and that is going to turn on. That's not good for us. He's going to go here for 2, turning this on. And then green, he's going to go here, turning, oh, that one's already on. That was not good for us since we were going for cameras and lasers. Okay, so now we are back to Irene. Let's see here. Choose 2 players. You may choose yourself. Each chosen player may unlock all doors in a location. Unlock all doors in 1 room anywhere in the castle. Now you're allowed to do those any point during your 3. It just so happened earlier we were doing them at certain other times. Alright, well we still do need to get this, but now she's further out. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have her do 1. Then I'm going to do this one to unlock all doors in each of our locations. So these 2 become unlocked and these become unlocked. And we still have 2 actions. So I will do 2 and then 3. All right, and now we will roll. This is going to move forward 1 and blue is going to go back 2. All right, we are back to Destiny, who is using her last 2 cards, which means these will shuffle. Before you roll the die for the professor, choose the face. That's not bad. And this is another one of those things, gambles. So what we'll do is we'll move 1, we'll do 2. So we still need this one off. That's 1, 2. And we will unlock. Let's move back 3. I want to head this direction. All right, let's go ahead and take another gamble, shall we? On blue, we're going to move the professor to any room in the castle. Now, that would be really good for us. Green, we're going to move one treasure marker 10 minutes clockwise. That's pretty good. And for red, we will roll the professor die twice. But we do have this, so maybe it won't be so bad. We have blue, move the professor to any room. So I think we're going to move him here to the arc. Do we want to do that? Yeah, okay, so we'll put him in the arc, and that will finish that out. And now we'll do this, but keep in mind, we'll be able to do this. So he's going to move 3 on red. Ooh, I don't like that. She can re-roll 1 die, so we'll re-roll this and see what happens. Secret passage to red. We like this. He's already there, so nothing will happen, and everything's already set. So this will move forward. Maybe we'll pull this off. Okay, so Irene Elder is going to flip over her last 2 cards, move 2 treasure markers clockwise, 5 minutes. That's pretty good. And the professor cannot move treasure markers this turn. Let's see what happens with green. So Irene is going to, we need to get this one off and we need to get there. So she's going to unlock the door. She's going to move in here and she's going to flip this one off. It's going to make her 1, 2, 3 too far away. So let's take a gamble and move green forward and blue forward. And that will finish hers. All right, so let's see what happens. That did not work out for us. So, well, actually, it's not as bad as I think. So this is going to advance 1, and then green is going to go back. So actually, that was the best thing we could have done. So as long as we can get green, we'll be okay. But we may have to use her ability on her turn. All right, so now we are back to Destiny. We will shuffle these up. This is going to be pretty close. Because if this overtakes this, then we lose the Hope Diamond. But we do have the ability to ignore the dice. So we'll do this, and we will do this. I don't really care for those. We probably will end up doing that. Okay, so we are going to go 1, turn this one off, and that's 3, and then, 1, 2, 3. Before you, I don't like this. I don't like the gamble on this because we're going to be able to ignore this if we don't like the result. So, actually, we're going to have to. So before you roll, choose the face of the professor. It doesn't matter. We're just going to choose that, roll, and we're going to flip over to ignore the result. Which is how that works, right? You may flip this tile after you roll it to ignore the result. Yep. Okay. So that will complete out Destiny's turn, and now we move to Irene. Come on, Irene. Now she should be able to do this because we have the lasers off here, the camera is off here, the other laser is off here, and the camera is off here, which is what we need to liberate the Hope Diamond. So the cards that we are going to get: unlock all doors in one room of a castle, or move 1 treasure marker clockwise 10 minutes. I do like that. We'll be able to move whichever one of these we think we're not going to be able to get quicker, of which I think it will be the blue. So we'll move that forward 10 minutes, finishing out the cards for her on this turn. She has 3 actions. We will go 1, and we will liberate the Hope Diamond. Now that means that the camera here on, laser, laser, and camera. So the traps are on, but we do have the Hope Diamond now. So we need to get a new treasure. It will be in the workshop, which is here, and it will be the Atlantean space map. It's very appropriate given I've been rewatching Stargate Atlantis. All right, so that's going to be 55 minutes from here. So it'll put it here. The Atlantean map will go here, and we will put the marker. Now, let's see. She went 1, 2. She still has an action. Interesting. I do need to get over here to take care of this because we need this one and this one off. So I'm going to go ahead and unlock this door. All right, now it's time we roll. This is going to move forward by 1, and the professor is going to take the secret passage to green. Now that means this laser is going to come on, or sorry, that laser was on. The door will lock. All in all, not that bad actually. All right, now we're back to Destiny. We will flip over her cards. Professor cannot walk around the castle, but can use or another one of those gambles. So we don't want him to walk here. That would be bad for us. Okay, I think she's going to go 1, 2, and turn this off. So we still need that one off. And I think we're going to make the professor can't walk around. So we're going to roll the dice. And that was good because he would have really messed us up. So we will ignore that, but unfortunately this will go forward too, so it's getting close to the red, which is the one we're going for. Okay, we can do that because we are going to get to flip, and I think I'm going to flip Destiny again. I really like her ability. All right, we are back to Irene. Now what we need is we need this off so we can liberate the Ark of the Covenant. So let's see what we get here. Move 2 markers clockwise, so we would be able to move these, and move 1 counter. We could do that to get an extra action. Will an extra action do us any good, though? So if we were to go 1, 2, 3, 4, that would open up for Irene to get in there. Let's try it. It means we are going to lose the red, but oh no, we can't lose the red. The red's the one that we have to get to. All right, so we're going to have to do this. So we're going to do this forward and this forward. Because the camera is over here, there's a camera here. I just really want to try to get that red. So we're not going to get the extra action, but that's okay. She'll get 3 actions. She'll go 1, unlock, 2, actually unlock. I don't want to move in here in case the professor moves that way. Well, actually I'm going to take that back. I'm going to move in there and hopefully he doesn't. All right, so let's roll up the professor. Nope, he's going no direction. So this is going to move forward by 1, and green is going to go back 2. Okay, this is still doable because she can ignore the results. So we will draw her 2 cards. I think that's too risky. So we're going to go 1, 2, and then we're going to go 3. I think I am going to take the risk here. No. Yeah, you know what? So each chosen player, so we'll both do it. Move to any room in the castle, take 2 extra, flip the switch on in your location, then move outside. It's the red that could be really bad. So both players, we're going to try this. So we will go with Destiny first. We get a green. Take 2 extra actions. So she will get to turn that off. And we will get to liberate this treasure. That worked out insanely well for us. I am curious about timing here because if Destiny had done hers first and potentially turned that on, how's the timing work? But we're going to go with it. So the red treasure is going to get replaced. Pretty good for us. She's taking her actions now. This could be an argument anyway. Irene may do it. So Irene gets blue. Move to any room in the castle. So it wasn't much of an argument anyway. So the cameras all come back on. The green treasure is the furthest out, but I don't know how good we're going to do at that. I think I'm going to move her directly to the library. Maybe we can try for the camera and the data pad. All right. So we've done that. We need to get a new treasure for red, which will go to the parlor, which is here. It will be the Maya Ruby. It will be at 50 minutes from here. I have never actually done this well. We have currently lost no treasures, and we have saved 3, which means we're 1 save from winning this game already. Normally by this time I would be 3 lost and 1 saved, so I'm genuinely surprised right now, and I'm glad you guys could be here with me to witness this. Well, you guys are seeing this later, but you know what I mean. Okay, so we are now back to, well, no, we have to roll our dice. But we could always ignore it. All right, so that's going to move that forward, and red, he's going to move on red. I think we're going to flip her over. Well, actually, wait. We have her special ability first. Let's re-roll this one. Red would go back 5, and blue... You know what? I think we're going to hold it. So blue will go... nope, sorry. This will go forward 1, and red will go back 5. I think we're okay with that. Okay, now we are to Irene. Choose 2 players. Each player may unlock all doors. The professor cannot move treasure tokens. We're just going to do that one, but actually we'll just do it right now. So both of us, she will get to unlock all of these doors, and Irene, or Destiny rather, will get to unlock these doors. It's a lot of unlocked doors. I've managed to keep the professor from moving, and that's really a key in this game. So we've used our abilities, or 2 cards. We still have 3 actions. What we're looking is the one that we think we can get. I think the Maya Ruby is probably the best one for us to go for. It's the furthest out. And honestly, at this point, if we lose the space map or the mechanism, it's not that big of a deal to us. So she's going to move 1 here, 2, and 3. And we will roll it up. Alright, so this is going to advance by 1. The professor is going to move 2 on green. So he's going to move 1 here. They will lock this door. And then he will... Oh, he's going to unlock this door as well. Then he will move the second spot into here, where he will lock this door, and the item is already on. Alright. Now we are back to Destiny. Let's shuffle these up. And draw 2. I really have been having a lot of luck with these gamble cards. We might just have to stick with them. Alright, so for action 1, we will turn this off. For action 2, we will turn this one off. Well, that's action 2 to move in, and action 3 to turn that off. And then let's take another gamble here. So blue, we unlock 2 doors. Green, we flip 1 switch off, and red, we have to do twice on the professor. we get blue. Unlock 2 doors anywhere in the castle. So her path is here. We will unlock this door, and we will unlock this door. And now we will roll for the professor. He will be secret passage to red. You know what? I think we will accept that. So he will secret passage to here, kicking her out of the house. This will turn on, and these doors will again relock. And then this is going to advance 2, which means unfortunately for us, the blue treasure has been lost. So we will put that up there on lost treasures. All right, time to draw a new one to replace it. It will be in the ballroom up here. And it will be Excalibur. That will be at 45 minutes. So we go 55, 50, 45. And place that there. All right, now we are back to Irene. All right, so we'll draw 2 cards again. Move 1 treasure marker counterclockwise, 5 minutes to get 1 extra action. Choose 2 players who may unlock all doors. Well, we know we're going to lose green anyway, so we could just sacrifice it out completely if an extra action is worth it. So what we're trying to do right now is get the lasers and the locks. So if she goes, and she can come in from anywhere she wishes, as long as it's a windows or through the ballroom back door. So you just can't come in the main room because, well, we weren't invited to this party. All right, she's going to come in the ballroom. Action 1. Action 2, turn that off. Action 3, we're going to unlock this door. And we will sacrifice green to take an extra action of moving to here. So the green treasure will become lost to us, which is unfortunately the map to Atlantis. So that will go up here in the lost treasures marker. We will bring out a new one, which is the library. The library will get the Dead Sea Scrolls at 45 minutes, so 50, 55, 45. And now she will roll. This will move forward 1, of which Irene will now flip over her ability. And the professor will move 1 on blue, which is not good for us. He's going to go here, turn the laser back on, relock the door. All right, now we're going to get back to her. We're going to flip these over. Looks like we've got another gamble and can't move. We do want him to move, so we're not going to do that. So we will unlock this door. We'll move here for 2. And 3, we will turn this off. And let's go ahead and try a gamble. So on blue, we move him to any room, which would be good for us. Green, move a treasure, and red, do that, but we have this. So let's see what happens. Oh, we got the bad one. So that means we have to do the professor die twice. However, we do have the fortunate side of being able to ignore 1 if it comes down to it. So we will roll up the dice. That's going to move him 3 on red. 1, 2, 3. Don't want that. We'll ignore it. So we'll flip this over and we'll roll the second one. That we can live with. So this will advance by 1. He will move by green to here. He will relock these doors. Still not good for us. He relocks the doors and turns this on. And this will advance by 1. All right, now we are back to Irene here. Move 2 treasure markers clockwise 5 minutes, or he can't move. I'm definitely going to do this one. I'm going to move this by 5. And which one? I like the blue maybe a little better than the green. Well, the green and the red we can actively work towards. So I'm going to move the green forward. So that will take care of her cards. And now we know that we need this one off. So we're going to unlock this for 1. Actually, do we need to do that? No, we could go 1, 2, 3. So we still need this laser and this off. If we want to do this, we need the saws, which were nearby. Okay, so before you take actions, you may always unlock 1 door in a castle. I probably should have done that. In addition, on your turn, you may flip this tile and move 1 treasure marker counterclockwise 15 minutes to take 3 extra actions. Don't think it's going to help us right now. Ooh, so 1, 2, and then green is going to move back 10 minutes. Doesn't work. We really needed him to move. All right, so now Destiny here. Another one of these, which didn't work out for us, but we'll see what happens. She is going to go 1, 2, 3. We should start thinking about green just in case, because it doesn't look like red's going to work out for us. But we will try this one. So we're going to do this. It lands on green. Take 2 extra actions. Okay. We need this saw off and that laser, or we need the cameras off. I'm going to unlock this door. And I'm going to move here to the hall. All right, and we'll roll for Professor. This is going to cause us to lose the red, and the Professor is going to move to the green through a passage. He will be relocking a door here and relocking a door here. We're going to lose the red treasure, the Maya Ruby. See how quickly our fortunes change. We are now 3 to 3. In the study, we will get the alien relic, which will be 30 minutes out, but only requires the 2 lasers and the data pad. So I think actually this is going to be close. This is definitely going to be much closer than it appeared to be in the beginning. So she's going to flip over her cards, unlock any doors, or move 1 measure clockwise. That's pretty good. What do we need? We need this data pad. So let's do that. We need the data pad and the laser. So let's unlock a door for 1, 2, 3, and we will move 1 treasure clockwise. We'll do the green. And again, I forgot her action to unlock a door. You know, if everyone's okay with it, since I keep forgetting it, I'm going to unlock this door. We'll just say that first one I locked was the first action, that I still had an action. How about that? All right, let's roll for her. So green is going to move back 5 minutes, and this is going to advance 1, and that means that Destiny gets to flip hers back over. And now we are back to Destiny. I do apologize. Some of you may notice a little blip a little bit ago, probably around 6 to 8 minutes ago. I'm not really sure. It was due to the camera had cut out, and I looked up and noticed it, so I kind of just figured out where I was at. All right, so we will pull 2 cards for Destiny. Professor cannot walk around, and to roll the die for the thing. So she is here. We want this laser off, because if we do that, we're really close to the alien relic. She is inside. All right, so if we go, let's actually just try to put her here. So I'm going to unlock the door for 1. I'm going to go 2, 3. So that way she's in the room with the relic. And we have this, so that's not too bad. We don't really want him to walk around. So you know what? Let's actually do that. We've played enough with the gambling. So we will roll the die. Red will move back 5 minutes, and this will advance. Okay, this is not good. You know what? Come to think of it, let's not do that. Let's use this ability, because we can't have this overtake. So we're going to use this to ignore the dice completely. Alright, so back to Destiny. I think we need to remember we need to unlock a door somewhere, but I don't see a door that she needs to unlock. Actually, depending on what we get here... Actually, I think that we can do this. So, I think we got it. Unlock all doors, move 1 treasure marker counterclockwise to take an extra action. We're going to need an action to come in here and flip this over. That will be 1, 2. It would be 3, 4 to get back here. But if we do this, we can flip it over to get 3 extra actions. So we will move this back 1, 2, 3 to flip this. That gives us 6 actions plus our card. Technically, we could move another one back to get another action, but I don't think we need it. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and we are going to liberate the treasure. Let's make sure that we've got it. We have this, and we have this. So we have liberated our 4th treasure, and thus we have won the game. So I'm sure I'm going to notice some mistakes I made when I go back through the game, but this gives you an idea of how the game plays and how close we were to defeat, and it's possible I made a mistake and actually should have lost. You can let me know in the comments below. Regardless, this is a really nice game. I really do enjoy it, and even solo. I think that I enjoy this game quite a bit. The artwork in it's really nice, and overall, yeah, I really, really enjoyed this. I'm not sure that I would play this game a lot solo. It's newer to my collection, and I got to play it once with a group, and I played it once solo, so I thought, hey, why not? I'll give it another shot. There's some other characters in the box and things like that, but overall, I enjoy the game. I'm glad to get a victory of this being the 3rd time I've played. This is the 1st victory that I have received in the game. So I hope you guys have enjoyed watching me play this, either correctly or incorrectly. As said, I'm sure I'll find something. And I look forward to seeing you guys on another solo play.